Well, spring is definitely in the air outside where I live, so I decided the dolls could use one of these plant pots that fits on the railing of the dollhouse. Stay tuned and see how fun and easy this project is. All right, your first step is to find a piece of wood that is the same width or slightly wider than the top rail on your stair railing. And for me, this dollar store craft stick is perfect for that. From that piece, you're going to cut a piece that's 1.5 inches long and 2 that are 1/2 inch long. Then we need a couple of pieces that are 1.5 by about 1 inch. And I just used some of this ginormous craft stick and I just cut it down both in length and width. So now we need to start gluing, and I'm going to use my Lego gluing jig that I made a while back on the channel. I'll try to remember to link that, but I love this thing. It makes it so easy. So I am going to put some glue on one of these little 1/2 inch pieces. And I'm going to put this up here. And you want to glue it so it's on, so that the base is on the bottom and this is sitting on top of it. And what the Legos do is they help us to make sure we have a nice right angle so that that will be nice and square when we're done. When that is dry, I'm going to come back and glue this onto the other end, and when both ends are dry, I'll come back and we'll start assembling the next step. All right, both ends are glued on, and it's not dry all the way, but it's far enough that we can go ahead and do the next step, which is just to line this up and making sure it's going to fit. And I'm going to put some glue. Let's just put it here. Stand right. And a little extra glue won't hurt. And then what I want to do is line up the ends and the top. So off camera, I'll make sure that that is so that way what we've got is some hanging down below the bottom, and then the top is even. When that gets dry, I'll come back and we'll flip it over and do the glue on the other side. All right, the glue isn't completely dry, but it's set up enough that I'm comfortable moving this around. So now we're going to put glue on this side. And I usually put it on with a toothpick, and I don't know why I'm not today. I keep forgetting to grab my toothpick. Put some glue there. And then what I'm going to do is line this up like this. That way I can be a little more sure that my top edge is even. And then this just needs to dry, and then we can paint it. So I'm going to let this glue dry, and then I'll be back and we'll put a design on here. All right, so the glue is dry enough that I can move on. Ideally, I'd let this dry longer, but I'm kind of running late this week on getting my video done. I'm going to paint mine white. You can paint yours any color you want. I do recommend that you leave this area here that's going to go over the porch railing not painted. Just leave it raw wood, so it isn't so apt to scratch up or stick to your dollhouse railing. So I'm just going to use my white craft paint that Plaid sent me. I'm going to paint the outside, and I'll paint down into here, and then the outsides and the ends. When that paint is dry, I'll come back and we'll take a look at this and see what comes next. All right, now that the paint is dry, you can put a clear finish on. Now, if you want to, you could even paint a design on or find a cutout that you want to put on with Mod Podge. You can decorate this any way you want. I'm just going to leave mine plain today. I've kind of been going back and forth. I decided plain's probably better since I'm running out of time today. So I am going to Mod Podge with satin Mod Podge, just the outside areas. I'm not going to go down inside. I'll do the top rim and all the outside. And then when this is dry, I'll come back. We'll go over to the dollhouse rather and look at this on the railing. So I'll be right back. All right, I moved the camera over to the dollhouse so I can show you just that's how easy it is to put that on the railing. All we need to do is add some kind of foam, some fake dirt, and some plants, and the dolls will have their porch all ready for summer. I think this means I'm probably going to have to come up with a tutorial pretty soon on some plants to put in all these plant pots we're making. But in the meantime, be sure and check the blog post for photos. I also will have all the measurements of all the pieces I cut over there, so if you missed them during the video, no problem. If you enjoyed today's video, be sure and hit the like button. Leave me a comment. What kind of projects would you like to see in future videos? If you enjoy my content and haven't subscribed, hit that subscription button and the notification bell so you know when I put up a new video. Thank you very much for watching today, and I will talk to you next time. Bye.